Imagine, while having a game night, you look out your window to see the end of the world. Darkseid has arrived, but not just on Earth. This form exists beyond physics. He is somehow everywhere at once. He is more than a god. He is all godliness, all magic and sorcery. He is all the wonder and terror of the cosmos. We see here a truly omnipresent version of Darkseid. Heroes from all over the universe jump into action. Bruce falls first, then Diana, and finally Superman are all killed by this King Omega Darkseid.
Welcome in, fellow comic book lovers. There's no denying the DC KO event has taken all us nerds by storm. There is a lot that goes into this historic event, crazy amount of tie-ins to get through.
However, it is our sole mission to create this extensive library for fans of all kinds, Marvel, DC, independent creators, to find something in there that they will enjoy. This means that we're going to try to get into everything, like all the absolute universe, like pretty much the whole DC all in right now. It's just, they're cooking so unbelievably hard. But we're also going to get into like all of Marvel's new projects, any independent creators that we're super into at the time. So stay tuned for all of that.
Yes. Make sure that you stick around to the end of this as well, because Lucas and I are going to do a little more discussion about the nitty gritty details that we all love as comic book fans that make it such a great medium.
Yes, if that's your type of thing, then you are our people. So stick around and we will see you guys at the end of the comic.
We pick back up with a team known as the Quantum Quorum, having brought the heroes back in time in order to explain to them what just happened, and also give them a chance to survive. We learn from the Quorum's leader, a future version of Doomsday, who's evolved into a being that completely transcends time. Time Trapper, as he's now known, explains that the universe operates under twin energies, Alpha and Omega, and that Darkseid, already being the champion of the Heart of Apocalypse, became this powerful by a series of events that's explained in DC's All In special. There, Darkseid creates a miracle machine in order to take the powers of the Spectre. He does this to learn more about his true nature, and then allows himself to be killed, and in doing so, effectively turns him into a universe all his own. With the total control he now possesses, Darkseid places a Heart of Apocalypse within a primitive Earth's core. This allows him to siphon all the Omega energy from this version of Earth, and makes him what is known as the King Omega in this universe, in his universe. Between the Quorum explaining the hopelessness of the situation and Batman being too stubborn to ever die, the heroes come up with a plan to enter what would be a tournament within the heart of the world. This tournament will not just be a ruthless battle to the death with all their friends and loved ones, but a test in cunning, strength, strategy, and to prevail, the heroes must fill the heart's fire pits to match Darkseid's power. So, in other words, the heroes have to think, act, and fight like Darkseid. That means no mercy, no compassion. As you can imagine, that does not sit well with our lovable Boy Scout. Let's go back to the game night before the end of the world. Here we learn that in things even as simple as a board game, Clark has a hard time enjoying anything where people have to lose. Bruce, that night, was trying to push Clark into being able to enjoy the feeling of victory, and saying that in doing so, builds character. This brings us back to Batman and Wonder Woman trying to show Superman the perspective that this is a game, and that it isn't one that they're playing against each other, but one with each other, against Darkseid. And it's his favorite kind of game, one where in the end, they all win. With everyone in agreement, the heroes get 7 days. 7 days to prepare for the fight of their lives. Day 1 is spent gathering and securing the villains. Mr. Terrific shows us just how terrifying those T-spheres can really be, as they are released globally and find every villain worth finding within that first day. Day 2 and 3 are spent with world leaders and addressing the people, with resources from the most powerful companies in the world pooled together into an evacuation plan, just in case. Day 4, the heroes spend with their families, saying goodbyes and getting to spend these final precious moments with the ones who give them strength. Day 5 is preparation. Some heroes go for offense, some for defense. Others go to strategy, like Diana, who awakens her god killer armor. Heroes like Clark just choose what feels right. Now it's day 6, the last day, the day they take the fight to the heart. They leave their world in the capable hands of Mr. Terrific and his Terrific 10, as seen in Justice League Unlimited number 12. This brings us to the opening page of the comic, where Superman is seen wrapping his knuckles in miniature suns, angry suns that he took from empty universes. His Dawn's Day knuckles, as he called them, which Lois thinks is a silly name, but we all know that is pretty awesome. Inside the heart, the combatants arrive. Over 100 heroes, all here to compete to become King Omega. Billy Batson teases Superman a bit before saying Shazam, but before he's able to even finish the word, the hammer signifying the beginning of this tournament crashes down on Billy, killing him instantly. This is not the time for anything but complete focus. We see the heroes struggling with this concept right off the bat. Superman goes immediately for revenge on the creature that killed Billy. Batman is forced to split his own focus and shoot rockets into Superman's back to get him back on track. Superman zooms past as several heroes like Adam Strange are vaporized by traps. Others are fighting for their lives against these Omega demons the Heart has spawned from the furthest reaches of time, where Darkseid reigns supreme. Now we start getting to the point where heroes are crossing the finish line. And of course, Superman is standing with his back to the finish line, protecting the heroes as they cross. Batman, being the only one amongst them to have any sense, once again tries to tell Clark to keep his head in the game, but is interrupted by a dart through his chest. Bang! A blast knocks Clark off his feet, and when he looks up, there they all are, the villains they thought they'd put away. With his final breaths, Bruce urges Superman to take heart to what he said, that he needs to win. The villains start pouring through the finish line, with Lex Luthor stopping to smile at Superman. A smile that says, "Go save a frickin' cat from a tree. We've got this, Boy Scout." Superman thinks back to their game night, how Bruce was urging him this whole time to take this seriously, to play for himself. His fists curl, and in his ears there's a new sound, the sound of his own heart pounding like 1,000 suns splitting apart. Superman tears through the battlefield until he crosses that finish line. He will not let Lex win.
Well, there you have it. That was a lot. That's a dense issue. So if you guys made it through with us this whole time, we cannot express our gratitude enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Something, though, however, bro, that I want to get into right away is the 32 characters that made it. There are some characters on there that I would not have expected.
No, and there's a bunch of characters that didn't make it through that I really expected to make it through.
Like Shazam, like Blue Beetle, like Batman.
Oh,
bruh.
oh.
What? Okay, hold up. Follow me here. I have this like semi-theory that felt a little too convenient. That like, what if the villains getting out was like that? You know those like sneaky type of Batman plans where like at the very beginning, like him and Mr. Terrific, maybe like they felt that the heroes couldn't provide enough Omega energy with just people they love. Like they need like people they hate to be a part of this tournament. Like otherwise they won't take it far enough. Clark specifically won't take it far enough if there's not someone he hates in there. And like maybe that's going to come around at the end. Like, just like if that happens, like just what? Mark the words.
Yeah, we have it here now. We have it
that
here
just
now.
feels like some like old Batman shit, man. Where
It
like
definitely feels like something Batman
he's
would
like,
do.
I planned this 17 years ago.
And with everything that they showed with the game night and him repeating over and over and over that get your head in the game, keep your head in the game, it feels like Batman would have a
Honestly,
contingency plan to keep Superman's
It must be
head
so
in the game.
frustrating to work with the L's.
Mhm.
They that like are just so good
Ugh.
that they just like can't, even for when the whole world is at stake. Not like when Superman goes and like tries to punish the creature that drops the hammer on Billy. Like, bro, move. Like, it hurts. Move on. Billy's not dead.
No.
If you win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you don't, then Billy could be dead. You know what I mean? Like, his focus, like, that must just be like Batman shoots missiles in his back. It's like, brother, like, back on track.
Please. Oh, another thing is when we get that lovely little teaser from the Heart of Apocalypse just mocking us as readers.
I love that. It's like, you want to know the juice? You want to know the pulp? I have that for you. The twists, the turns, everything. I'm not going to give it to you, though. Like Darkseid, man, that godly sneakiness.
Oh, dude,
of
with
his,
the
man.
booster gold.
That is
Oh.
so cool. Also, but that is so hilarious to me because that means that, like, during that Justice League meeting, that he's just back there, like, yeah, for sure, that Batman. I second that. We should go to the heart of the world and do this tournament.
Create more Omega energy than ever existed before. I have no ulterior motives here, by the way.
Ulterior motive. I'm gonna booster gold. I'm just a silly little fella. I don't have skeets. Ulterior motives. Not even one. Let's go to the heart of the world, my boys. Let us go.
Great
Tournament.
idea. Fantastic.
Yes, that is so hilarious to me. He's just back there like a fly. He's like, oh yeah.
Just scheming.
What happens when you become the King Omega, and then you King Omega again? Do you become the Queen Omega?
I mean, that's the only way to go higher than a king, right?
Hashtag feminism. I mean, what is there to say? We just can't say enough. It's just been so unbelievably cool. But what I will say is this: stick around with us, you guys. This is just the first of many. Like I was saying, we're trying to create that extensive library where any fan can come in and find a comic that they'll want to enjoy. That is like our sole solemn mission. So if you want to help us with that journey, give us a like, give us a share. I might even dare ask a subscribe if you'd be so kind.
We love you. We appreciate you, and we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.